a name whispered in fear, a place where the very mention of its name sends shivers down the spine. A town cloaked in shadows, both literal and metaphorical, where the line between reality and nightmare blurs. Here, nestled amidst the hills of Massachusetts, the mundane and the monstrous intertwine, creating a tapestry of terror and wonder. An ancient evil permeates the very air, a creeping dread known only as the crawling chaos, a name that echoes through the ages. It is a presence unseen yet ever felt that warps the landscape and twists the minds of men, leaving them forever changed. The crawling chaos is not a creature to be fought, nor a force to be reasoned with. It is an entity beyond our understanding. It is anathema to human comprehension, a manifestation of cosmic indifference that reduces our very existence to an insignificant speck in the vast universe. Its presence is a chilling whisper at the edge of perception, a creeping fear that festers in the darkest recesses of the mind, growing stronger with each passing moment.
The first sign is the fog. It rolls in from the sea, a thick, unnatural blanket that consumes everything in its path. The air grows heavy, pregnant with a strange metallic tang. Visibility drops to mere feet, the world beyond reduced to swirling gray tendrils. The fog seeps into homes, into minds, carrying with it the chill of the grave. Within the fog's embrace, the familiar becomes alien. Streets twist and turn with impossible angles. Buildings loom like specters, their outlines blurred and indistinct. Sounds are muffled, distorted, replaced by an unsettling silence punctuated by whispers carried on the wind. The fog isolates, disorients, a prelude to the horrors to come.
Then the silence descends, not the peaceful quiet of a summer night, but an oppressive, suffocating absence of sound. Birds cease their songs, insects fall silent, even the wind seems to hold its breath, as if in deference to some unseen horror. The silence is a living entity, a suffocating blanket that smothers all joy and hope. This unnatural quiet weighs heavily on the soul. It amplifies every creak of a floorboard, every rustle of leaves, transforming them into harbingers of dread. In the crushing silence, the mind races, conjuring images far more terrifying than any reality. The silence is the calm before the storm, a pregnant pause before the eruption of cosmic horror.
The crawling chaos leaves its mark on everything it touches, twisting the natural world into a mockery of its former self. Trees, once symbols of life and growth, contort into grotesque shapes, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Their bark becomes slick and diseased, pulsating with an unhealthy phosphorescent glow. Flowers wilt and blacken, their petals curling inward as if trying to escape some unseen horror. The very grass beneath one's feet feels wrong, spongy and yielding, as though the earth itself is rotting from within. Nature, once a source of solace and beauty, becomes a canvas for the crawling chaos's grotesque artistry.
The crawling chaos does not merely warp the landscape, it seeps into the minds of men, poisoning their thoughts and twisting their perceptions. The air itself seems to hum with a low, discordant vibration, a subliminal assault on the senses that frays the nerves and weakens the resolve. Dreams become nightmares, filled with visions of cyclopean cities and unspeakable horrors from beyond the stars. The line between sanity and madness blurs. People begin to see things that cannot be, to hear voices whispering their doom. Familiar faces take on a grotesque cast, their features shifting and distorting like wax melting in a fire. Trust erodes, replaced by paranoia and suspicion.
Some, driven to the brink by the encroaching madness, try desperately to resist. They cling to their sanity with desperate fervor, but their efforts are ultimately futile and in vain. The crawling chaos is not easily denied or dismissed. It preys on doubt and fear, amplifying them until they consume the mind entirely and completely. Those who resist too fiercely often meet gruesome and horrifying ends. Their bodies contort into unnatural positions, bones snapping and twisting under some unseen force. Their minds shatter, leaving behind only gibbering husks, their eyes vacant and staring, forever haunted by the glimpse they have seen of the abyss beyond.
Section 7. A World Unraveled. As the crawling chaos tightens its grip on Arkham, reality itself begins to unravel, like a tapestry being pulled apart thread by thread. Time loses all meaning, stretching and compressing at the whim of the entity, making moments feel like eternities and hours vanish in the blink of an eye. Days bleed into nights, memories blurring and distorting under the weight of cosmic dread, as if the very essence of time is being rewritten. The boundaries between the real and the unreal dissolve, replaced by a nightmarish dreamscape where logic and reason hold no sway, and the familiar becomes the grotesque. The streets of Arkham become a labyrinthine nightmare, familiar landmarks shifting and disappearing with each passing moment, as if the city itself is alive and ever-changing. Buildings rise and fall like breathing things, their windows like vacant eyes staring out at the encroaching chaos, as if they are sentient beings witnessing the end of reality. The very fabric of reality frays and tears, revealing glimpses of something ancient and monstrous, lurking just beyond our comprehension. A terror that defies all understanding and reason.
Section 8. Echoes of Madness. Whispers and rumors spread through the fog-choked streets of Arkham, carried on the backs of the wind. The air is thick with tales of the unknown, and the very atmosphere seems to hum with an eerie resonance. Tales of strange rituals and forbidden knowledge, of ancient beings with unpronounceable names, circulate among the townsfolk. These stories are passed down from generation to generation, each one more terrifying than the last. Some whisper of a cult, its members driven mad by their desire to commune with the crawling chaos, to become one with the cosmic horror that threatens to consume them all. Their minds, once sharp and clear, now clouded with visions of unspeakable terror. Others speak of gateways, portals to other dimensions where the crawling chaos reigns supreme. These gateways are said to be hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to reveal their true nature. They say that Arkham is but a small taste of the horrors that await, a microcosm of the cosmic indifference that governs the universe. The town is a mere speck in the grand scheme of things, yet it holds within it the seeds of unimaginable dread. These whispers, whether true or merely the product of shattered minds, only serve to deepen the sense of dread that pervades Arkham. The line between reality and madness blurs, leaving the inhabitants in a perpetual state of unease, forever questioning what is real and what is not.
Section 9. The crawling chaos revealed. And then, at the height of its power, the crawling chaos reveals itself. Not in some grand apocalyptic display, but in a series of fleeting glimpses, a subtle shift in perception that sends shivers down the spine. It is in the rustling of leaves that sound like whispers, in the patterns of shadows that dance at the edge of vision. The crawling chaos is not a singular entity, but rather a manifestation of the underlying chaos of the universe. It is the embodiment of all that is unknown and unknowable, a cosmic horror that defies human comprehension. Its presence is a reminder of our insignificance in the face of the vast, uncaring cosmos.
Section 10. An Existential Void. In the end, there is no escape from the crawling chaos. It is not something that can be fought or reasoned with. It simply is. Its presence is a constant, a reminder that our existence is but a fleeting spark in the grand scheme of the cosmos, destined to be extinguished eventually. The crawling chaos does not conquer, it assimilates, it does not destroy, it transforms. It is the ultimate expression of cosmic indifference, a force that reduces all of human endeavor to meaninglessness. It is the end of all things and the beginning of something far more terrifying, the endless echoing void.